Good evening, good afternoon, everybody. Now, in this video, sorry for that little pause, but in this video, it's time for an update for March 22nd, 2025. I got 10 items in this update. 3 of these are VHS tapes, 7 of these are Blu-rays, so let's get started. First, we have the 1994 VHS of Winnie the Pooh and Christmas 2. I got all these VHSs at the Restore, by the way, back 2 weeks ago. Sorry if you can hear noise, but yeah, I'll just raise my voice, but yeah, I think I first saw the special back in October 2020. Yeah, not a bad special, I don't think. I saw parts of it anyway, at least. Tape, ink label. Print date, December 3rd, 1994. So that was printed 30 years ago. So this is probably a 94 tape. But still, Winnie the Pooh and Christmas 2, great. It's a good special, I guess. I got this, if I didn't say already, I got this because I already had this, but for those of you that watch my VHS collection, you would know, but I got this because this is in much better condition, as you can see. Yep. So, Winnie the Pooh and Christmas 2, pretty good special. Alright, this next VHS is the 4K, the VHS of Miracle on 34th Street. I never saw this movie, but I want to see it, and I have seen the original adaptation. I already own that, so I thought, why not get this for my VHS? Tape, ink, vertical sticker label, and I got all like that. I don't see a print. I do not see a print date on here. But yeah. So, Miracle on 34th Street. If you've seen it, please tell me what you think about it. But still, this VHS of Miracle on 34th Street, very good indeed. Alright, this next VHS is the 2004 VHS of Lion King 1.5. Yeah, I have the 2004 DVD of this, by the way. And I only got this because I have the first and second movies on VHS, and I've seen both of those, by the way. So, tape, blue lid, ink label, print date, January 9th, 2004. So that was printed 10 years and 14 days before my brother was born. But still, Lion King 1.5. Please tell me what you think about this if you haven't seen it yet. If you've seen it yet, sorry. Alright, now the Blu-rays, which I got 7 of them. These first 2 are Blu-rays, and the other 5 are 4Ks. So, these first 2 I got at Yellow Dog Discs. I did get a third one, and that was the 2011 Blu-ray of Cars. But I got that, I got a replacement for that because my other Blu-ray was kind of getting a little scratched up, so yeah. But this one is the Blu-ray of Paul Blart Mall Cop. This is a great movie, in my opinion. It's pretty funny. There are some stupid parts in the movie, but it's not that bad of a movie. It's not like one of my favorite comedies ever, or let alone from that year, but because probably my favorite comedy from that year is The Hangover. But this is still a pretty good comedy, though. Here's the disc with artwork, nice artwork, and behind that, Yeah, nice artwork. This is back when Sony did artwork. Put a lot of effort into their releases, but still, Paul Blart Mall Cop, not a bad movie. It's a great movie. All right, this next one also got on March 1st at Yellow Dog Discs, and it's the sequel, and that is Paul Blart Mall Cop 2. This one got bad reviews, really bad reviews, but and I did see it. I will admit, yeah, it's kind of stupid, but it's still a decent movie. Don't get me wrong. Spine in the back. None of my parents have seen it, but I saw it about a month ago, or over more than a month ago, and I didn't mind it. Here's the Blu-ray and new DVD. And yes, you can see me recording, but it's not a big deal. It's okay. Still, this Blu-ray of Paul Blart Mall Cop 2 is still pretty good. Not a bad movie. It's just not one I'd rewatch a whole lot. But it's not a terrible movie. Alright, this next Blu-ray is the first 4K I gotta show, and that is the 2024 4K of Vacation. Which I got this 4K back on. This 4K I got back on March 8th, and so 2 weeks ago. Same day as I got all those VHS tapes. But I got this from Amazon. But it came in the mail like later that night. For those that haven't seen my Blu-ray, that didn't hear my review when I saw the Blu-ray or didn't see my letterbox, I wasn't the biggest fan of this movie. Alright, I will admit, yeah, for a vacation film, it's really offensive to the Vacation franchise, I think. Especially this character is just one of those characters where he's just so irritating throughout the movie and so obnoxious. Some of the dialogue in this movie is terrible. But not a terrible movie. Chris Hemsworth in the movie is just okay, in my opinion, but you can tell that, yeah, this reboot was really unnecessary. No inserts, but here is the disc, which is a black disc. Still, Vacation, not a bad movie. But it's also not that great. I mean, it's fine, but I did like Ed Helms in here, but it's just very flawed. The humor is not very good, but not a terrible movie. There's something positive out of it. Alright, now this next Blu-ray. Oh, and by the way, this Vacation was an upgrade because I got this on Blu-ray last year. And that Blu-ray was a blind buy when I got it back in January of last year. But this next Blu-ray is... This next Blu-ray got on March 9th at Game Giant. And that is the 4K Blu-ray of Sausage Party. Yeah. This... You're gonna probably laugh at me for having this. Yeah, this was an unnecessary comedy in my opinion. Yeah, I hope there's no sequels for this because this is a film that can stand alone, and to be honest, I would have been alright if this wasn't made. I was really looking forward when I heard about this because I wanted to see it because I thought it'd be great, but it really wasn't. And just keep in mind, parents with children, parents with really young children, at least with really young children, you shouldn't watch this with your kids, okay? Because there's a lot of stuff in here that's not for kids. Because you can even see it that it's an R-rated movie. Here's the 4K Blu-ray and the regular Blu-ray. It's still a. Well, we'll look at this real quick. It's still a decent movie, but it's really one that. It's really one I would have been alright if they didn't make, and it's really one I'm just not dying to see again. But yeah, still not a terrible movie. It's watchable, I guess, but yeah, it's not the best thing, but it's also, I guess, not the worst thing. But I'm really gonna have to rewatch this to know what my opinion is. But yeah, still Sausage Party, not a terrible movie. It's a decent one, I guess. All right, these next 3 Blu-rays I got today. These first 2 are upgrades, and the last one isn't. But 2 of these are Disney. The last one isn't. The last one I got today isn't Disney. But yeah, so this first one we have is Wonder Woman. One of the best DC films ever, in my opinion. This is really good, in my opinion. Fortunately, there's no digital copy code on here. That's alright. I don't need a digital copy for this. Here's the 4K Blu-ray and the regular Blu-ray. And I will get Wonder Woman 1984 in 4K. I really wasn't too crazy about that movie, but I'll still get it. Yeah. Wonder Woman is not a bad movie. It's not a bad movie. Wonder Woman is an awesome movie, in my opinion. Yeah. If you haven't seen Wonder Woman, I definitely recommend it. It's an awesome movie. Check it out. Not only one of the best DC and the best superhero movies out there, it's also one of the best movies from 2017, in my opinion. Alright, this next 4K Blu-ray is Toy Story 4. Yeah, now I got this 4K, yeah, sorry. Yeah, now this 4K I got, which I also said I got today. This is another upgrade. This one now I'm starting to want to upgrade all the movies to 4K because that's what I'm doing with all these movies now. I got Cars on Blu-ray like 2 weeks ago. That was before I decided I wanted to upgrade. But I did have a couple of Pixar films in my bins that I never showed you. So and those 4Ks were Ratatouille and Toy Story 3 on 4K. So you're probably wondering why I didn't show it to you, because I was a little picky with the artwork back then. But now I'm going to finally show them in my 2025 collection video, which I don't know when that will come out. I'm probably going to try and get at least all the Toy Story films before I do that. But yeah. But still. So sorry for never showing those. But anyway, back on track. Toy Story 4. There are issues with this movie, I will say that. But it's not that bad of a movie. It's still a great movie. It's in the middle of my best to worst Pixar films, right? And there's a fifth Toy Story, by the way, coming out. So, yeah. But I actually saw this one in theaters back in June of 2019. It was like 2 days after it came out. June 23rd was the day. Because I really wanted to see this. And back then, I really, really enjoyed it. But I think I overhyped it back then. Because now, looking back at it, I do still really say that this is a great movie. But it's not as great as I say it was back then, though. They could have ended it after the third one, but and I do know that people in recent years really don't like this movie. They just weren't crazy about the idea of them doing a fourth movie. But I don't care. It's probably because I was younger back then. I really liked how they were doing a fourth one, but I don't think we need to see a fifth one now. When I was younger, I thought a fifth one would be nice, but I don't think there's any need for a fifth one now, though. Because I think the fourth one was the best conclusion. It was either this or the third one. The second one is my favorite of the series, though. But anyway, sorry I have a lot to say about this, but here's the 4K Blu-ray, the regular Blu-ray, and under here we got the bonus features Blu-ray. So I will get that Cars Blu-ray. I will upgrade that to 4K whenever I can. I gotta just be careful with my money because I can run out if I upgrade too many in a short period, but I will be upgrading them. It will be happening, but you just gotta be patient with me. But still, Toy Story 4, great movie. Alright, this next Blu-ray was not. This last Blu-ray I got, Yellow Dog Discs, was not an upgrade. By the way, there's two Blu-rays. So this next Blu-ray, this is the last one I got, Yellow Dog Discs, and that is the 4K Blu-ray of Bloodshot. Now, this was a good movie. This was a great movie, I thought. It was an interesting movie, I gotta say that. It came out back on March 13th, 2020, and it was really not in theaters for that long, though, because of the coronavirus hit theaters back then. So that really affected it all, but yeah. Bloodshot's still a good movie. Bloodshot's still a great movie, though. I probably wouldn't have been interested really back then, but I liked it because I didn't see this film until May of last year, so yeah. Spine in the back. Sorry it took me this long, though, to get it. It's not focusing, but there are your special features. There you go. Here's the 4K Blu-ray and the regular Blu-ray. It's nice that these have artwork, though. Not that I would have cared if they didn't have artwork, but it's fun. It's just one extra thing. You want to have that artwork. Still, Bloodshot, not a bad movie. It's still a great movie, indeed. And this last Blu-ray I got at Walmart back on March 9th. So the same day as I bought the 4K of Safari, and that is the 4K Blu-ray of Smile 2. Yeah, and it includes over 4 minutes of behind the scenes footage and delayed scenes. Jeez. Yeah. Now this was an interesting movie. I liked it. I mean, this was an interesting movie. Like I said, I definitely wouldn't say it's anywhere near as good as the first Smile. But I mean, I only saw this film once, and that was back on January 3rd, and that was when it was on MGM. So, I don't think I was really in the best mood though when I watched it, because I just really I just couldn't concentrate on the movie. So that's probably why I didn't get it, and why I wasn't the biggest fan of it, but I still really enjoyed it. I still thought it was good. I give it a solid 7.5 out of 10. So it's a good movie, but it's just not like the best horror film I've ever seen. I guess if that makes sense. Still a good movie though, but I'm gonna have to rewatch it definitely. Yeah, alright. Just a 4K Blu-ray, digital copy code. I've already used that, so you won't be able to put it in. And the tiles on the back, which are Crow, Smile, Red Eye, and Zodiac. I've seen the Crow, and I've seen Smile. I'm gonna get those two. I'm gonna get these two 4K, but I'm not gonna get these until I've seen them. So yeah. So here's the 4K Blu-ray and the regular Blu-ray. With Smile 2, this was a good movie, I think. It was very flawed, but I do know it definitely had potential to be one of the best horror sequels made. I definitely think it had potential to be one of the best horror sequels ever made, which was said by Jonathan Sim, comingsoon.net. I'm going to watch that, and maybe I might think that on my second viewing, but as of now, I just think it was a good movie, but it's not a great movie. It's an interesting movie. It's an interesting kind of movie. It was just a lot going on in this movie, I thought. But still, like I said, I'm going to have to give this one a rewatch. Because I didn't see any of these in theaters. I didn't see the first one when it came out right away, but I did watch that back in April of 2023, like toward the end of April of 2023 when I bought the Blu-ray of the film. And I really did like it, but I liked it a lot more on the second viewing. But Smile 2, there's a lot of things I thought were really cool, and a lot of things I thought were really boring and confusing. But I'm going to have to rewatch this, though. But still, not a bad movie. Still pretty good. And there you go. That's my VHS and Blu-ray update for today, March 22nd, 2025. Hope you all enjoyed, and stay tuned for my next video coming soon.